Well, I have been busy. Not in any real productive way, but more in a restorative type of way, I suppose. We had a tornado come through and wipe out a bunch of our trees. Tornado missed us by about half a mile. It was an F3 rated tornado, I guess. I don't know if you can see across the way here, but it ripped right through there. And yeah, it wiped out a bunch of homes. A couple of buddies of mine, homes and shops are gone. You can see over there yet, there's an excavator working, and that was a 2-story home with like a 40 by 80 on it. It's gone. But yeah, we've been doing cleanup. All these trees were pretty good size. You know, that one's probably 24 inch from there to there. And had 6 that got snapped in half. So these 3 here, and those 3 up in here. Had one land on the shop. Actually, 2 of them kind of landed on the shop, but one went through the shop. Dented up the side here, so these 2 panels I replaced. Had those laying around. And then had hatch of the roof, like a 9-foot by 12-foot section where trees went through it. You can kind of see the difference in color there, that corner. And it broke a purlin, and that was it. So really no damage to it to speak of. I went ahead and just fixed it. I didn't even file up my insurance because it was going to be a week before they could get to it, and I didn't want it raining inside the shop and tearing stuff up. So I just decided to fix it real quick and be done. We did lose about $15,000 in truck parts though. That kind of bites a lot. So I had a 2nd gen chassis sitting here with a short bed, completely perfect short bed on it. Had a tree, it was this tree here, landed directly on top of it, right on the tailgate, right on the front of it, and both bed sides are now pushed down. There was a 1st gen chassis sitting right here that had a 120,000 mile 5.9 Cummins with a get rag on it. Landed right on the top of the motor. I mean, that had to have been this tree, I believe. Yeah, it was this tree. Landed right on top of the motor, right on the turbo actually. So I don't see any damage to it, but I'm sure there's got to be some sort of damage to it. And this truck bed was pretty dang decent. It had a little bit of Bondo filler right there, but that was it. Tree landed on it, crushed the bedside, crushed the tailgate strap. Had a tree laying on this one. I don't think there's a ton of damage to this one, except for underneath where it's buckled. So I think that's all fixable. You know, it's pretty well buckled right there and on that side as well, but I think I can use that one yet. This one breaks my heart because it was 100% rust-free 84 truck bed that I was actually saving from my 84 Dodge W150, which was my very first truck I ever owned, to rebuild. And I don't think this is fixable. I mean, it's pretty well bad. Yeah, that one makes me sick, but it's just parts. We've got our lives, we've got our house. You know, it's not that big a deal. I had something else. Oh, a truck. There's a truck sitting right here. Tree landed on it. Not a whole lot of damage to it though. I can show you the blue truck here. Or the bed, I guess. So there's the tailgate. You can see it's just gone. It's unfixable. And there's the bed. So it pulled down both bed sides. Pulled this side down probably 3 inches. So I don't think that's going to be fixable, but I don't know. I might be able to scab it back together. It's going to be tough because I'm going to have to pull up on it or something and pull down in the middle, and I don't know. I'm not real confident that I'm going to be able to fix this one. It sucks. It got up here, right there. Got right here. I mean, that I'm not too concerned about. It's better than rusted out, which is what the truck I'm putting it on is rusted out. I got right here. And none of this was insured. You know, this was all just parts that I had laying around for these trucks. If it had landed on a truck that was insured, I wouldn't be concerned because insurance would pay for it and it'd be a done deal. But I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have this grapple and the skid steer. That thing has just been phenomenal. So yeah, tornado came through like 7:30 that night, and we were out here till 1 in the morning pulling trees out because there's supposed to be another storm rolling through in the morning with high wind. I didn't want the tree that was in the roof to be ripped out and rip a bunch of the corner of the shop off. So yeah, then the very next day I had a bunch of people offer to come out and help, and I said sure. It was kind of humbling to know that there's people out there that'll just drop everything they're doing to come and help you when you're in a time of need like that. But yeah, we lost some of our trees, which sucks. Those are not in great condition. They ripped all the branches off this side of those 3 there, and then that one's a little rough, but not too bad. This one's not horrible. This one's kind of always been rough. This one's pretty rough. You can see halfway up. I mean, it's just everything's gone off of it, big branches and all. So I'm hoping this one ain't hurt because my wife wants to keep it. But yeah, it's sad. This pile here is probably 40 feet wide by, I don't know, 10 feet tall, and it's packed in tight. Had some folks from the city bringing stuff in too. So yeah, that's kind of an update on our life right now. I haven't been able to do nothing besides this cleanup work for the last week. We've still got a lot of sticks to clean up. We've been cleaning up for days, but I'm supposed to have some help today. So I'm kind of out here early this morning to get everything ready for that. I'm gonna take some of these truck beds down to my storage place. I hate to junk them, you know, I might need a bedside or something. But I don't know. This bed's kind of rough anyway. I don't know what to do. It makes me sick, but what do you do? I mean, could have been a lot worse. It didn't touch our house. You know, it did not a lot of damage to the shop. So, I mean, for as big of a tree that was in the shop, I'm just ecstatic as to how it didn't break the sidewall. So, I'm grateful, you know, that, and even if we had a direct hit, I'm sure the building would have been gone, and I know the house would have been gone. Containers would have still been there because they're anchored to 4-foot columns in the ground. That's where we were in, because we don't have a basement. We just stayed in one of the containers. But yeah, it's real unfortunate to have to deal with it, but we're very fortunate compared to most people in our town here. And I'm just grateful that I had the equipment and the manpower showed up to be able to attack it all in a timely manner. So, got some more cleanup to do yet, but hopefully we'll be back to building projects. Right before all this took place, I picked up another project, and still trying to sell the mega cab, but it may get built yet because I haven't had a hit one on that. So anyway, we're gonna clean up and get rid of a bunch of stuff, and probably just start over on a bunch of stuff. I've kind of got it in my mind that I don't really want to have a bunch of this stuff sitting around anymore. It's handy to have it around when I need it, but I've kind of got a bit much. So might build a storage unit building type thing back here. I can get back here, it's just I gotta get it graded to where it doesn't hold water, and it'd be kind of nice to have some storage rather than leaving stuff set outside. But I don't know, we'll see. Thanks for watching. That wasn't too bad. See if it stays going. Well, we got this pile lit up. Gonna be about 2 or 3 days burning probably. Most of it's wet. There's quite a bit of dry there on the outside, but most of it's green wood. Supposed to be like a 5-mile-an-hour breeze up until about noon, so shouldn't have it get away from us. Yeah, because there's a bunch of them stuffed in there.